Hello everybody, welcome back to another review. My name is Autotron, and I'm switching it up a bit. I know that I've been reviewing Studio Series figures for the past 2 weeks or so, but I thought I'd change it up and give you something a little different.
Spaghetti!
Something a little bit more recent.
Whoa!
Kind of, in the grand scheme of things, it's more recent. It's another Seige figure. If you haven't already taken a look at my other Seige reviews, I will put them up in the card right there for my other 2 Seige reviews, namely Starscream and Barricade. But today we're taking a look at a deluxe figure, and he's pretty spicy. Today is the Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Seige Deluxe Class Sideswipe. Yeah. Fucking Sideswipe. Sideswipe, as everybody knows, was a character in G1. He was one of the main cast of Autobots, and he transformed into a Lamborghini Countach, a very, very sexy car. And this Cybertronian version, well, it looks like a Countach. Taking a look around, you can definitely see that he is mainly red, with some silver rims, some black, a transparent piece for his windshield. You have the Autobot logo there, you have some silver on the headlights, and some molded in brake lights, which is interesting. He does come with technically 2 accessories, and those are this rocket launcher and this little pea shooter. And you can combine the 2 to form his shoulder cannon that he had in G1, and you can actually plug it on to the car mode in many spots. As the deal with Seige, a lot of ports for a lot of firepower. You have 3 spots to put it. You have 1 here on the side, 1 here on the other side, and 1 on the top. So if you want, you can just plug it in, and that looks retarded. We're just gonna get rid of that. Being that he is a modern figure, that's a deluxe size, he's kind of tiny. Just for some quick size comparisons, here he is next to the Fall of Cybertron Deluxe Class Optimus Prime, the Last Night Voyager Class Hound, and why not, because I feel like it, Masterpiece Grimlock. You can't even see the whole guy in frame because he's so fucking massive compared to this dude. We're gonna go ahead and move on to this guy's transformation. So transforming Sideswipe is pretty simple. Deluxe class figures are usually not very complicated, unless, you know, you're this fucking guy. But we're just gonna go ahead and get on with this. It's pretty quick, very simple. So the first thing we're gonna do is come around here to the sides of the car and unlatch them from the arms underneath. We're then gonna come right here and flip out his little abdomen section. There's his face. Pull out the arms until they tab in, move them out of the way, and flip out the hands like so. That is the greatest thing I've ever seen. So next thing we're going to do is come around here to these shin pieces and untab them and flip them out like so. Take this whole back piece and just unfurl it like so. And then you're going to come here and flip out the feet. They will soft tab into place. Next thing, this piece already did it, but we're going to take these back pieces here, bring them down. We're going to split the legs and tab in the shin pieces. Rotate him 180 degrees so he's standing up. Take these door pieces that we flipped out, fold them in, and then just take this whole front of the car and collapse it down. And there is Sideswipe in his robot mode. Now, I'll be the first to admit, I'm not the biggest fan of G1. I like G1, I appreciate it, but let's face it, some parts of G1 were kind of doo-doo. Not the designs though, I really do like the designs. And when it comes to Seige and, for extension, the Earthrise line, they are really going back to G1. And you can definitely tell in the figures. I mean, this guy is almost a spitting image of G1 Sideswipe. My editor can put in a picture of the Masterpiece Sideswipe right next to him, so you can just see what he looks like compared to a figure that's supposed to be a real spitting image of Sideswipe. His colors are pretty on point. One thing that I do kind of have an issue with is the choice of white that they used. It's not like white. It's like a cream white, like an off eggshell cream white, and it doesn't bother me as much as I may say it is, but the point being is that it kind of looks like the figure is experiencing yellow plastic, and if you guys know what yellowing plastic is, you know that that's not good. Other colors, a lot of that black definitely came through, especially in the head, silver on the face and blue in the eyes. You get some silver on the abdomen, once again that weird white, silver at the feet, and the battle damage, which, the battle damage that we discussed in my previous Siege reviews. I'm not a huge fan of it, but looking at the Netflix figures, especially Sideswipe, once again here's an image, you can definitely see that this here is what we wanted in terms of battle damage, not some scratching. Now once again, he does have his accessory, and he has a lot more ports now he's in robot mode. Of course he has his hands, but he also has his forearms and his shoulders. The sides of the car became the sides of his legs, and on the bottom of his feet you have ports, so if you have a weaponizer you can make him taller. And of course the one on the roof of the car is still there. Now, there are these two slots at the top that only Sideswipe molds have, namely the Sideswipe and your Red Alert. And what that basically allows you to do is there's this little tab here that just plugs right into very snugly, and you get the full G1 Sideswipe experience. The super sexy, super tasty, super hot experience. I'm sorry, I love Sideswipe. He's one of my favorite Autobots. He's just so sexy. The thing is that this red bit right here is not accurate to the G1 counterpart, because this was actually silver or white in the cartoon. And what's funny is that the Red Alert mold has this exact same piece, but this is white. So Red Alert has the accurate piece for Sideswipe, and Sideswipe has the accurate piece for Red Alert. It's very Now, being a modern deluxe figure, this guy actually has a lot more posability than one might think. So let's take a look at that. First of all, you have a ball joint at the head that allows for a lot of motion, even some side to side. He has a 360-degree rotation at the shoulder, and it can go outwards that much. He has a bicep swivel and a 90-degree bend at the elbow. The only form of wrist articulation is going in and outwards, unfortunately, due to the transformation, but what are you going to do? He has a unlimited waist swivel, very nice. His legs aren't a universal hip joint, so they can kick forwards that much, and they can go backwards that much. He can do the full splits. There is a thigh swivel, very nice. A 90-degree bend at the knee, not really up and down at the ankle, but he does have a very nice pivot. As with most deluxe class figures in the Generations line, he can pull off some fantastic poses. As you can see, the use of an ankle pivot can definitely make a figure look way more dynamic. Here's Sideswipe next to Deluxe Fall of Cybertron Optimus Prime. Both fairly small figures in the grand scheme of things, although Prime's looking a little bit. Here he is next to the Voyager class Hound from the last night, and a figure from one of my previous reviews, the New Age 813 Lucifer. So overall, I'm going to be giving Sideswipe a solid 9 out of 10. This is an excellent figure for your collection, really any Transformers collection. Whether it's a G1 collection, Generations, or you just really like figures like Sideswipe. Really solid, really fun to pose, cool transformation. But that has been my review for Sideswipe. I hope you guys enjoyed. My name is Autotron. Take care and stay safe. Good night.